Hey guys, it has been a hot minute since we have chatted. Almost 2 months, almost 2 months. And so this comes at a perfect time that I want to chat with you a little bit about momentum and how stopping something can be very detrimental to your business and how starting something is just the beginning. My name is Kimberly Pulito, and I help people just like you with ridiculously ambitious goals and dreams level up their habits and become doers. And in today's episode, we're going to talk about momentum and how getting started with something seems really hard, but stopping it and starting again can be even harder. I think the last video that I uploaded and chatted with you guys was on December 10th, and so much has happened since then. On the 12th of December, my grandmother passed away. And it was a huge blow to the family, of course. I'm pretty sure some of you can relate to what that feels like. On the 13th, the very next day, I held my very first webinar. Literally like 3 hours after my webinar, I jumped on a plane, flew overnight to Ohio, spent 24 hours with my best friend to celebrate her birthday. It's a complete surprise. She had no idea. The next day was my grandmother's funeral, so I flew from Ohio to Texas, flew back to Arizona to pick up my girls on Saturday, then flew back to Texas on Monday to spend the rest of the week with my family, because that's what was planned. I was supposed to go to Ohio and then to Texas to spend it with my family. So a lot of things were going on, right? And so a lot of things were interrupted. My workout schedule was interrupted. My eating was disrupted. My mental, like my game was just completely thrown off. So spent a week and a half with my family, and then I come back, we do Christmas, right? So everything's just kind of shutting down. People are taking off. I'm sure you guys did too. That rest and relaxation started setting in. New Year hit. The very next week, we went to Cancun, spent a week in Cancun, came back, and now we're just really getting in the swing of things. And I thought, you know what? I need to get back doing videos. And every single day I'm like, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. I'll do it tomorrow. And that is the problem. That is the problem. Say you're going to do something tomorrow. And you guys, I had a chat with my coach a few days ago, and she said, I need you, as soon as we get off the phone, do something. And she told me like what she wanted me to do. And you guys, that like clicked. As soon as we got off the phone, I did that thing, and it helped get that momentum back. Does that make sense? Helps get that momentum back. But so many other things that I didn't even mention were happening during that time period. So that webinar that I held before I flew to Ohio, 300 people registered for that webinar. 100 people were there live. And from that, since then, in these 2 months, I have chatted with 50 people, over 50 people, for their free strategy session. And so a lot of the content that I'm going to be sharing with you over the month of February and going into March is a lot of the things that I learned and gathered from chatting with so many people. And so the first thing that really comes up is energy. So many people rated themselves so low on energy. And to like full disclosure, we've already chatted about this too. Like my energy is like around a 5 or a 6 when it comes to everything all together. If you know me, you know that I have enough energy. And I said this on the webinar, right? Like I can show up when I need to show up, but there are times where my brain just clicks and I just want to be lazy. And so many people said the same thing. They're like, I don't want to use this word, but I just feel lazy. And so what are things that we can do to snap out of that lazy period or that lazy feeling? You guys, it is action. Taking action. So coming back from all of that and having my coach kind of push me and say, hey, I need you to do this, and it kind of pushed me into that action. So I want you guys to really think about what is something that you want to accomplish in February or March. And I shared over on my business page on Facebook, let's just celebrate the new year on February 1st because I'm just taking January as a free trial month. That's how it feels for a lot of people. So what is something you can do in February and March to to kind of kick off your New Year's resolutions again or restart them. So for me, right, it's making sure I'm riding my bike, make sure I'm eating the things that I should be eating and not eating the things that I shouldn't be eating. It's being intentional with my time. It is raising my productivity, lowering my mental energy, the mental energy it takes to do things. And so one of the things that I did, I highly encourage you to do this because it completely changed the game for me. So whenever I came back and I was like, all right, let's do this. Let's get back in the groove of things. I had my planner. I had like my high performance planner, I had my regular day planner, I had my Google Calendar, I had my daily routines that I wanted to do, I had my scalable systems that I wanted to do, and I had my habit tracker that I want to make sure that I was capturing to make sure that I was actually doing the things that I should be doing in order to build those habits that just become regular everyday things for me. And so I said this right here, when I walk into my office and I see all this stuff everywhere, that immediately lowers my mental energy, right? Clutter just everywhere. It just lowers your mental energy. And I know some of you guys are probably doing the tidying up with Marie Kondo on Netflix. This has a huge part in that too. But if you think about it, whenever you have to touch on so many things like that, it also lowers your productivity. So the first thing that I did was I literally, let me turn the page so you don't see the stuff that I've written today. I literally went in and I created pretty much my own planner. I use a disc-bound system like this, a disc-bound system. So no happy planners, that's kind of like well, it is a disc-bound system, but this is pretty much just an ARC planner from Staples. So that way you can like move things around because this has like everything. Multiple businesses are in this binder. Everything is in this one binder, so I don't have a bunch of things to take. So just want to share with you. So the top part is like a normal planner. So it has my day of what needs to happen. And on other days of the week where things don't change, I already have it written in. So like my team trainings or, you know, other trainings that I participate in are already listed here. And so tomorrow morning, which will be Wednesday, whenever I wake up, I come to my actual Google Calendar, see what's on my calendar, who has booked time with me, and I come here and I write it here. So that way, whenever I write it down, I'm more likely to remember, and plus it'll pop up on my Apple Watch when it does. But then I have my daily rituals, right? So I have some cards that I pull every day. So the first one is called The Universe Has Your Back by Gabrielle Bernstein. Have you guys ever read that book before? But it is just like a kind of like affirmation card. So looks like this. And so this one says, I am a spirit having a human experience and I'm here to get closer to love. So every day is different. And so it's just something for me to like really think about, and that's it. We'll just think about like, how can I apply this to my day? And then this one I really love. These are called self-care cards, and I can link to all of these. I found these on Instagram, but I literally just pull from the top of the deck every morning. But this self-care cards, it pretty much gives me an idea of what I should do for my self-care every day. So today it says connect with the moon. I know that might sound crazy, some of you guys, but connect with the moon. So I have a really awesome app called Luminous Spirit that deals with the moon, and it tells me like where the moon is in its phase, in its lunar phase, and how that affects me, right? So should I be setting intentions? Should I be letting go of things? It might sound weird to you, but hey, if it has to do with affirmations to make myself better, I'm gonna go for it. And then for daily rituals, I put down like what absolutely has to get done today. So if at the end of the day, if like I feel like a failure, what is one thing that I can look back on that shows me that I did something that was actually worth doing? Today's message to myself, you are a BA, Kimberly. That's normally what I put. And who do I want to be today? Do I want to be an inspiration? Do I want to be a leader? Do I want to influence people? Like who do I want to be today? I just want to be a mom today. I usually put that on the weekends. I just want to be a mom. That's it. Nothing else. And then in the middle, it says daily to-dos. That's my scalable system. So really picking what I want to do on certain days. So that way, again, it lowers my energy on what has to be done. And then over here on this side is tracking my habits. So normal things like, am I up out of bed at a certain time? Did I brush my teeth? Did I wash my face? I put lotion and potion for my face stuff. Did I drink my water? Did I stretch? Did I meditate? Did I read? Did I write? Did I get in bed by 10 the night before? Did I read? Did I write at night? Did I do my gratitude? Did I do my affirmations? And then did I raise my heart rate? So did I exercise at some point during the day? So everything is on one page, so that way I don't have to worry about it. And then at the end of the week on Sundays, I come in and I print a whole new week. And then the weekend looks a little bit different. This is the weekend review, so I have some questions that I ask myself every week, like, did I show up this week how I wanted to? What's one thing I could do, this next week to show up even better? So that is what I did to raise my productivity and lower the energy that it takes to physically do something, if that makes sense. So like I mentioned, over the next few weeks in February, we're going to be talking a lot more about energy, how to raise your energy. And I'm not talking about necessarily physical energy. We will talk about that, but a lot of energy really comes from your mind. What are you doing mentally to help raise your overall energy mentally and physically? So if you guys have any questions, make sure you put it down below in the comments. If you feel that someone would benefit from this, make sure you share this with them. And yeah, I will see you guys next week. Bye, guys.